It's so embarrassing recording with my patio door open, but we need some fresh air in the house. My hair has been growing since I've been pregnant. I'm in an awkward point of my pregnancy where I'm not quite big enough to look pregnant, but I'm big enough that you can see my belly like making a bump in my shirts and stuff. And before I got pregnant, I really had this mindset that, oh, when I start to get bigger, like I know that stage will be awkward, but I'll be happy with my body because I know it's my baby in there. And while I do, like I majority of the time still have that mindset, it's so strange because I can tell, I don't want to say unhappy with my body, but I can tell that my mindset is changing about my body. And I'd like to say, oh, well then once I get bigger and I actually look pregnant, you know, I'll be happy with it again because I'll be happy to be pregnant. But the same way I thought I'd be okay with this, you know, and I'm not, who knows, so. And then I seen one girl talk about the changes in her body. She was already a triple D, you know, but she moved up to, I think she said like a F or something, which I'm nowhere near that, and I haven't grown nowhere near as much, but I have, and now I've got stretch marks on my chest. I don't even have stretch marks on my belly yet, but I have them on my chest. And that's bothering me. Well, and I never thought that I'd have stretch marks there, especially before my belly. That's bothering me. And a comment was made about my boobs at some point, and it made me super uncomfortable. And then just also, I was one of those girls who went out without a bra, you know, like just wore my shirt without a bra or wore tank tops without a bra. And now that they are just a little bit bigger, it doesn't feel quite as comfortable to do. I feel like they move around a lot more when I'm walking, and I don't think like, oh, everyone's staring, but like because I'm noticing it more, it does feel like it. Like when I'm with Jeremy and I go out with her, I'm fine. I don't feel any type of way at all. I feel very confident with Jeremy. But like if I'm going out alone somewhere, like I do have like that anxiety of, oh, everyone's staring at me. My body, like as it's gotten bigger, because I don't know if I'm just like super bloated, which I would get super bloated on my period, so I think I'm just having like a super bloated pregnancy. But I look so much bigger, like further along than I am. And that doesn't really bother me like pregnancy wise. I didn't realize it, like the weight was even bothering me, because honestly I was just like accepting it as a matter of fact, just like, you know, oh, I must have always been this big, like, oh, this is normal. And then I started seeing some pictures of me. Like, you know, if I see a selfie in my year ago, it doesn't really, I don't think anything of it. But then when I see like a full body picture in my year ago, then I'm like, holy crap, I was skinny. And then I'm like, damn. Which I'm excited. I am excited to see how my body will look after the pregnancy. But I'm also very scared because I have always been really skinny. Even when I thought I was gaining weight, it was nothing like this. So I'm excited and nervous to see how that will look on me, and will I go back to being skinny? Will I carry this weight for, you know, the rest of the time? I don't know. Mainly, will I be okay with it? I don't care really what the outcome is, I just need to be okay with it. And then like, never mind the aesthetics of the body, the functionality of my body. Am I gonna be able to hold my pee? Which hopefully as I gain some more energy in the second trimester, I can start doing some pelvic exercises. That's what they're called? Yeah, I think. So I can build up that muscle and everything. Outside of that stuff, the physical things, my mental state. My first, like, I'm talking like first 2 or 3 weeks, I was super, super nauseous. I guess I had to be around 4 or something. I don't remember how far along I was. Super nauseous though. What, baby girl? Cats are in heat, so I'm sorry if you hear them. I was super nauseous, and I remember there was this one morning. Let me back up, because about a week before I even found out I was pregnant, I mean, all the other times I thought about pregnancy, and I'm talking in depth, you know, thinking about, I don't know, just what to do, da-da-da-da. It was always exciting. And it's crazy because I was pregnant, or like, you know, the egg was making its way after it had been fertilized. Like I was in that process of pregnancy, like super early on, but I didn't know it yet. But I remember having this thought one night. I just thought about pregnancy, and all of a sudden it wasn't the happy thought anymore. It was this like overwhelming, anxious fear that just like went through my whole body. And all of a sudden I got super panicked about being pregnant, and I was like, oh my God. And I just tried to like shut it down, like, okay, wait, what are you doing? Maybe this is just a crazy thought, whatever. And then, you know, later I found out I was pregnant. And I was happy when I found out. I really was. I'm still happy. That sounds like I'm not happy now. I am happy now. But I remember in that first, like, 4-week area where I was super nauseous. And then one morning I had diarrhea and I was nauseous. And I was so, like, I was in so much pain. and I felt so gross being on the toilet. And all I could think was like, am I gonna be able to do this? Am I gonna be able to do this? Because as of right now, it doesn't feel like I'm gonna be able to do this. I was like, oh, I hate to say this out loud, but I was like, oh my God, like, should I abort? Should I, like, you know, back out? And I was like, no, you know, like after I got off the toilet. I'm like, no, I'll be fine. It's fine. You know, pain is temporary. And that's not even the worst of it, you know, that's just a little tummy pain. But, ugh, I hate feeling sick. But I'm a very nauseous person. But more recently, I guess like towards 2 and 3 months, which I just turned 4 months, but like during my 2nd month of pregnancy and like going into the 3rd month, I started like planning, like each month, okay, we'll have this debt gone by this month, we'll have this debt gone by this month, we're gonna do this to figure out this. And then there was the big thought of, do we move out of the apartment because we're in a 1-bedroom? Everything's so expensive right now. Just thinking about jobs and working because I'm gonna stop working once I have the baby. There were just so many like planning thoughts. And the problem with it really is that the baby was 100% planned. 100%. We were definitely doing with intent and hoping, you know what I mean? But the problem is I was planning 2 different futures at the same time, if that makes sense. I was planning this future where I finished my degree with school and I'm working and we're building up and we're moving. And I'm also planning this future of us having a baby. And that was pretty much all on my mind, you know, having this family and starting this and not working and Jeremy. But like, it was 2 different futures. And so now I've got to combine them. Because I just wasn't piecing those together. I had both of these ideas in mind that I wanted to happen, but I wasn't actually stopping to think how to make this work. I was just so dead set on like, my body, my mind, everything was just telling me you need a baby right now. It wasn't like baby fever, because I've had baby fever, oh my God, since who knows how long, like whatever. Something in my head told me like right now is the time. So I've gotten through the planning process and I am pretty sound and secure on what I'm gonna do, but it really bothered me that I'm not gonna be able to provide more. I'm trying not to cry. Jeremy has a great job now and he's getting a promotion, so he'll be making a little bit more just in a few months here. Not even, like maybe a month or 2. And I'm not worried about money because all our debts will be gone. I'm talking no car payment, no phone payment, no credit cards, nothing. Like everything will be, all the debts will be gone. We'll be debt free, which that's one thing in my planning thing I wanted to happen. I didn't want to be in any debt with a baby. So that's getting done and that makes me very happy. One thing that can't happen is us moving. And that's because I want to make sure we do have a few extra hundred at the end of every month with just Jeremy working, that, you know, we can afford extra things for the baby. You know what I mean? I just preached a lot before I got pregnant how I wouldn't get pregnant. And that's another side of this future I was planning, not the baby one, but this side. I wasn't going to get pregnant until I had a 2-bedroom because both of our parents, my mom, dad, and me, lived with my grandma for the first 4 years of my life. And same thing with Jeremy, he had a similar situation. So that was just something that I was really dead set on. Like, I want to be able to have a bedroom for my baby before the baby's here. And I preached that so much. And I did mean it, but like I said, 2 different futures. In this reality, what we're living, that can't happen. And that really, really bothers me. But the same way that I was okay and didn't know any better, so will the baby. Because it's going to be about until they're like 4 or 5 and they get in school and I can start working too, you know, while Jeremy's working, that we can work on, you know, renting either a bigger apartment or renting a house, whatever seems best fit at the time. Everyone's heard of postpartum depression, but I don't feel like I hear people talking about depression during the pregnancy. And I don't even know if that's what I would call what I'm feeling. I think it's just, I don't know why it's so hard to say. Okay. I think it's just fear. And oh my God, it's getting so hard to talk. I don't know why. I don't feel like I want people to know that I'm fearful. I don't know if that makes me feel like I don't know if I'm scared that makes me sound like a bad mom already, or like I'm not ready. And I think a little bit of me believes I'm not ready. Mainly physically. I feel ready mentally, but there are some things physically, like the bedroom thing and a few other things. My degree that I just wish were already in place. And I don't know if I'll post this. I really don't want to cry on the freaking internet, but I do want to share my experience because I know I'm not the only one who feels this way. And I know everything will be okay. I know everything will work out. God, I look crazy. And I know that everything will be fine. I know that I was fine. I have my own bedroom at my grandma's house, but I'll be fine. And they'll be fine for the first 4 years here. And everything will work out. And hopefully, maybe when they're a toddler, I'll feel more comfortable or have the opportunity to do some sort of babysitting, daycare, family watching them, something, and I can go back to work and work sooner on getting those things done that I want to accomplish. And I remember feeling so happy when I was like 4 years old. I must not have been 4 yet because I think my brother was born when I was 4. I must have been like 3 or so, I'm not sure. When I was like 3 or 4, when we got the new house, when we got our own house, I remember that feeling still. Maybe the baby will get to have that same moment. I wish these little hairs would go down. I know everything will be okay. I know it will. But that doesn't stop the feelings that I'm having. I definitely feel a lack of motivation in doing anything I like. And that's partially because I feel exhausted a lot of the time. I don't feel like doing anything. And I'm having a real hard time with work and school. I am not doing well in school. And I do fear a lot that I'm not gonna pass this semester. And basically if I don't, that's that. I've only got 2 more semesters, but I've got about a month left in this semester and things are not looking good. And that's my own fault for many different reasons, but mainly just because I forget about even having to do schoolwork, and I put all my energy into work because that's what's paying me right now, you know? I did get a certificate. If anything, if that's all I can walk away with, at least I have something. It wasn't all a waste, and I got that last semester, I think, so God, I'm so scared. And I don't want to be, and I shouldn't be, and I know I'll be okay. I don't know why I wanted to share it, those feelings. I guess, like I said, because I know I can't be the only one, especially with a first. I mean, I don't know why. This whole time I feel like I'm 16 and pregnant, you know what I mean? This whole pregnancy, like even down to being scared to tell people when it's not like I'm like, 16 and pregnant. Like I at least have my high school degree. I was in school, am in school. I am married, I have my own place. But still, I thought everyone was going to be disappointed in me. And I really don't want to say that's because a part of me may have been disappointed in myself. Because like I said, it was planned. But I guess after you read the positive is when reality started kicking in and planning started kicking in. And then I wasn't disappointed, but I was fearful, I was scared. And I guess that's the only way I can describe what I've been feeling. But also excitement. I'd hate for this video to make it look like I'm not excited for my pregnancy and that I'm just like, dreading it or something. I'm also super excited to meet my baby. I'm super excited for my next ultrasound because I haven't seen the baby since my 13-week ultrasound. Okay, well, I guess it's only been 3 weeks then. But still, that's long enough. I'm so ready for my next ultrasound. I'm so excited for the baby shower, and I'm gonna make like a separate video how I plan the baby shower and putting all that together, but I'm gonna wait until it's over. And I'm actually having it very early, and it's gonna be at the end of this month, but I'm also doing a gender reveal at the baby shower, so I don't want this video to make it seem like, oh, I'm so not happy. Like, I hate this pregnancy. Like, I don't want it to sound like that or like regret or any of that, because it's not that. It is just fear. But like I said, I know I'm gonna be okay. I know I will be. I've got plenty of support, and thank God, thank the universe, thank whatever you think, I have my husband, because There have just been so many times already where I'm like, if I was single right now, I have no clue what I'd do. That's down to like basic household chores, stuff like that. Like I am so freaking grateful for him. And he's the only one I've been wanting to hang out with lately. Like I hate these days like where I'm alone and he's at work when I'm not at work, like keeping myself busy. I just want to hang out with him. I just want to be with him. I guess that's all for today's video. Not like my regular videos. This one will probably be separate from the 5-month or 4 to 5 month update. So make sure you tune into that separately. I really hope I get some more energy, like they say, now that I'm in the 2nd trimester. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. If you could relate, that's great. If you couldn't, well, now you have some insight on how at least I feel. I'd like to say some women, but at least me, so. Okay.